First up, let's get you this big breaking update as far as this mega anti-terror crackdown that has now been reported. And this has now taken place in Kishtwar, where a big success for our security forces as two dreaded terrorists have been neutralized. This is Operation Trashi that has now entered day 36 as two terrorists have been gunned down, and this encounter that has been taking place in Kishtwar, a joint operation that is now being carried out by Jammu Police, the CRPF as well. Warlike stores, what is being said, has also been recovered. And these two terrorists have now been killed in a gun battle by our security forces, what is now being reported, and search operations that continue in the area. Those are the deferred pictures that have been coming in. And the two commanders, the top JeM commander is believed to be one of those terrorists who was trapped and killed in the ensuing gunfight. And these two terrorists, their bodies have now, what is being said, have now been later recovered. एक बार अंकित के पास चलते हैं. Ankit, as far as when it comes to Operation Trashi is concerned, we're getting this information. This is a big success. That dreaded terrorist, even said to be one of the top commanders of JeM, one of them having been neutralized. Total in all, two of them have been killed.
Yes, absolutely. This is a big success for the Jammu and Kashmir Police, Indian Army and the security forces. What we are learning is that the input was generated by the Jammu and Kashmir Police along with the security agencies that two terrorists are being hiding in the dog in the Chhatru area, Pasarkut, where the exact location is being. What we are also learning is that two terrorists were hiding in a dog. Massive search operation was launched, anti-terror operation was launched by the Indian Army and the security forces. From the last 36 days, Operation Trashi was on, and this was the time at the 11 a.m. when the brief exchange of fire took place between the terrorists and the security forces. What we are learning is that two terrorists has been neutralized. Sources also tell that top Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist Saifullah has been also neutralized by the security forces. Two AK series rifles has been recovered. Warlike store has also been recovered by the security forces. This is a major success for the Jammu and Kashmir Police along with the Indian Army and the security forces.
Well, what about as far as the search operations is concerned, Ankit? They are believed to continue as far as this operation is concerned. It has been ongoing for the last 1 month and will continue as far as when it comes to these hidden terrorists are concerned. And as far as the anti-terror crackdown is concerned, that is supposed to continue.
Yes, absolutely. The anti-terror operation will continue in this in the area of whether it is Kishtwar, whether it is Doda. These are the Chenab belt, whether it is Doda district, whether it is Kishtwar district. But today, the major success got by the Jammu and Kashmir Police along with the Indian Army. Operation Trashi was already on from the last 36 days. Jammu Kashmir Police got
the gun battle began when troops launched a search operations in the Chhatru forest belt after receiving inputs of the presence of at least 2 to 3 terrorists. Two terrorists, what is now being said, they have now been brutalized in this very successful operation that has been carried out jointly by our security forces. Thank you very much, Ankit, for getting us that update. Now, speaking of terror and the anti-terror crackdown is concerned, sources say this is a big development because now Delhi police has busted a major terror module with alleged links to Pakistan-based terror outfit Lashkar-e-Taiba and Pakistan spy agency ISI and even Bangladesh-based terror organizations, arresting at least 8 suspects from Tamil Nadu and also now from West Bengal. Now, this information that has now come across as far as the previous Operation Trashi that has been taking place in Jammu and Kashmir as well, as Ankit was giving us the information that in those two terrorists have been killed. One of them has been identified as Saifullah, and he's a top JeM commander of the banned terror outfit Jaish-e-Mohammed. And Saifullah is a Pakistani terrorist and a top commander of the Jaish-e-Mohammed. According to security agencies, he had been active for a long time in the hilly forested areas of Kishtwar and of Doda. And security sources say that Saifullah was conspiring to spread terror in the region and strengthening Jaish-e-Mohammed's terror network in the Kishtwar-Doda belt. Now, this has been the information that is now coming in as far as when it comes to top commander of JeM is concerned. Saifullah and one of his associates was neutralized by the security forces during this encounter that was taking place in Kishtwar. That seems to be the information that has now come across as far as Operation Trashi is concerned. The operation that was carried out by the Army, by the Jammu and Kashmir Police's Special Operation Group and the CRPF and the security forces. Ankit, the information that first came in was successful in establishing contact with the hiding terrorists, and thereafter the gun battle ensued.
Yes, absolutely. At around 11 a.m., security forces launched the anti-terror operation in the area. This is a Chatru area where the anti-terror operation was launched. Two of the hiding terrorists were hiding in a dock. What we are learning is that the information, the input was generated by the Jammu and Kashmir police along with the security agencies. After that, the Indian Army launched the anti-terror operation, and after that, brief exchange of fire took place in which two terrorists were neutralized, pinned down. What we are learning from our sources is that JeM top terror commander Saifullah has also been neutralized by the forces in this particular operation that is known as the Operation Trashi-I. What we are also learning is that two AK series rifle has been also recovered from these terrorists. But this is a big success for the Jammu and Kashmir police along with the Indian Army and the security forces. He was the top terror commander. He was hiding. The catch and hunt operation was on by the Indian Army and the security forces to hunt down these terrorists. But remember, few weeks ago, one of the Pak terrorists was also neutralized. His name was Adil. But today, two terrorists has been neutralized, including the top JeM terrorist, Saifullah, who has been neutralized by the security forces in the Kishtwar, what we are picking up from our sources.
All right. Ankit, thank you very much.